told her, Rhodes wants me to ask you a question. He said to give you a Garrity warning and have a lawyer just in case. Because worst case scenario is that we this goes bad and someone finds out. Hold on, Maxwell wants a ping, apparently. I go, worst case scenario, if someone finds out, it could be considered evidence tampering. Because if you look in legislation on that square thing, the tablet, and you go to the DOJ's definition of legislation, they go, Rhodes violations is evidence tampering. So it's bad, very bad.
Okay, but evidence tampering with intent versus a Rhodes violation.
It doesn't have to have intent. If you read it, the way they wrote it, it doesn't have to have intent. That's what I was trying to explain to her. And everyone's like, you're targeting me. She even said that in the meeting. You're targeting me. You're targeting me. No, I'm saving
Bill, what was the question?
Why did you put the evidence in the command report versus the normal report? Ooh. And I know the answer. I know the answer. You know what the answer was? I know the answer. It's because command report was made first, and she never moved it to the new report. I just wanted to get her to say that, because then we have, okay, there's no wrongdoing and no liability, because I'm sure I've done it. I'm sure Daisy's done it too, but I've put evidence in the wrong locker by mistake and then had to find it. That comes qualified immunity at that point, because it was an honest mistake and there was no malice intent. That's where you're getting it mixed up, Rhodes, with the Rhodes violation. So yes, well, it is a Rhodes violation and evidence tampering. There's no malice intent, so qualified immunity covers it. So anyways, so I'm telling her all this, and she's just yelling and screaming at me, and Oxby's like, you came here to interrogate us, and blah, blah, blah. And
Did you ever word this as an interrogation when you approached Ruby?
No, because it wasn't. How's an interrogation? One question. You can high command review me. I didn't say interrogation.
Oxby told her it was going to be an interrogation.
Exactly.
Probably.
He gets it.
Of course, I know my team.
He gets it. So anyways, so we have this meeting and they're yelling and screaming at me, and I go, look, ma'am, I think it's just like the first day we met, where we both have the same personality and we kind of rubbed off the wrong way. And I hope we can get past this, and I'll let Rhodes deal with this because you don't feel comfortable with me. And then we can work together in the future, because it's just a big misunderstanding. And she goes, you will never work here again. I don't want to see your face around here. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I left. And that's when I got the call from Marshall Knight that she called. And we got dragged into a room, and he puts a recorder on the table and goes, no one is investigating Ruby York because the marshals are handling it. And then he took the recorder and walked out.
And up until this point, you hadn't had any contact. You didn't reach out to a marshal.
I did when Ruby took me to get questioned by them, and Maxwell was there.
But never for the purpose of overlooking this not the investigation, but the question you wanted to ask.
No, because at that point it wasn't anything criminal, because I knew the answers. I just had to get it on tape. You can check my phone. Why would I open up liability like that? Like, yeah, I like court.
Fucked.
Because I like court, but I'm not going to purposely create a court case that I have to go to by going to the marshals. That's just wrong.
Okay.
So anyways, so then Pred starts yelling at me the next day, and he goes for like 50 minutes without a breath. And that's when I was painting my nails black with a Sharpie and the toner print, because it was the only way I could express myself. So he's yelling at me, and then whatever. And then the next day is when he hauls me in and sends me a text message, and it goes, you're fired. So I come into, oh,
Wait, he got fired on a
hey
text?
girl.
I don't know it was from a text.
I didn't have that context. This was done when I was not around.
Fucking lazy.
If you go down, oh, you stay to the left. If you're in the tunnel.
It's multiple lefts.
I'm at my bedroom at the very end. No, you stay to the left. Yeah, right is where the poo is. I hear footsteps. Okay, bye. So he sends me a text message and says
Hey.
you're fired. Sends me a text message,
Maxwell.
says you're fired. So I go to PD immediately to turn in all my equipment because I don't want to get in trouble.
Right.
I'm already in enough trouble. And that's when Pred tells me it's political why he's firing me. So anyways, so this is where the story gets good. So I just fuck off. I call Oxby a snake and I fuck off and then I try and go find a job. And this is what the news crew should really be covering. I've applied to the federales, I've applied to the clowns, I've applied to Flop Dugan, and none of them are hiring. I even went to the doctors last night to say, hey, do you take LSPD rejects? And they're like, yeah, okay, take an application. So I did, but they haven't gotten back to me. And that's like when Serge Cross ran it because they won't get back to me. So I haven't found a job anywhere. And then I tried to apply at a food stall and I ended up spending $100,000 to get text messages of emo quotes and emo breakup songs sent to Pred from a spam company. And I can't find a job. And that's the real story.
You didn't subscribe into Catfax?
You should have done cat facts.
What's Catfax?
Does he
No one
say
told me
cat?
about Catfax.
It's a daily text, literally every fucking day, of a random cat fact.
Oh, well, I paid for 4 times for the service about that. And then I even applied to Pockets to join Pockets, and Pockets wouldn't take me. And then I was going to apply to the Funhouse, but Tessa never picked up because I was trying to figure out with Tessa why there's a B in her name, but it's silent. Like, I don't get it. A constant shouldn't be silent. So the economy sucks. And then I saw Danger getting attacked. And the nice gentleman tried to take me out last night, and I thought I had real friends, and they're the ones who told me to put the mask on. So we're going to go to a party and a rave, and they're telling me about all this stuff and how I can work for them. But they really just wanted to turn me into Chaos Legion to get the $1 million on my head from Frankie Finch. And so when we pulled up and
You
I
have a
saw
bounty
bikers
on your
there-
head?
Yeah. Because when I was a judge and I had my patch, I wouldn't give it back to them. And they got offended by that because they told me when they gave me the patch, they go, you defend it with your life. So when they asked for it back, I told them, I go, you got to pull it from my dead fingers because of my loyalty. And that's when Hayes found me in the docks by the Russians, and then she didn't even arrest them. Even though they cut off my fingers and pulled out teeth and stuff like that and burned me and branded me.
Oh my god.
She didn't, there's a report on it. I read the report. And she knows who did, but she never arrested them. So anyways, that's one thing I did wrong was I looked up an old report on me to see why no one was arrested. And I shouldn't have done that. So maybe I got fired for that. But anyway, so first Pred says you're a cadet. So I go, okay. And he goes, how many checkoffs do you have? I go, what are checkoffs? I don't know checkoffs. So in one night, I got all my checkoffs except pursuit because I couldn't get pursuit because I got fired by them. That was the only checkoff I was missing. My reports, I think were good, but so yeah, that's my story.
Okay.
But hey, Maxwell, do you remember when Ruby took me to the marshals?
Huh?
Ruby took me to the marshals about the Judge Midas stuff.
You can say the names now because
Yeah,
we're
you can
not
say
on
the
camera.
names.
What does that mean?
She doesn't know who
Oh.
Midas is.
Oh yeah, she's not old like us. When Ruby took me to get interviewed by the marshals about the gate stuff,
I don't think I was there for that.
but you left right before because you said, well, you can go with Ruby to the marshals, right?
I'm trying to remember what day you're talking about. Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
after I got threatened by the
Not
judge.
talking to Gates though, right?
Yeah, no, I know. Well, it was after
Yes.
that because I'm like, should I
You-
report this?
Yes.
And then we talked to
Yes.
Ruby,
That
and Ruby was like, we
absolutely
need to go to
supposed
the
be
marshals.
reported. Yes.
And then
Yeah.
she took me to the marshals.
I didn't know she took you. I didn't know who went. I just knew that you were
Well,
gonna
because
go.
that's where Man Bun Guy was.
Okay. Yeah, I went to bed right before that. Because remember, I called Luca and told him that you wanted to report something or we
Yeah.
had to discuss something. But it was late and I needed to go to bed.
Yeah, but see, everyone's
Mhm.
like, no, Bill called and Bill reported,
No,
and
no,
Ruby's like, I wasn't
No,
there.
the only
and-
call was me to Luca because of the justice stuff, right? The DOJ stuff. Mm-hmm.
When Pred was explaining this to me, I think it was Pred, he said that you had called Luca for the purpose of being in the observation room for Ruby's interrogation, and it was worded interrogation.
No, I talked to Joey Keys and Moss didn't even know why. The only reason Keys knows is because he was conflicted, because he had to make sure he wasn't conflicted.
Who? Oh,
Alan Key.
yeah. That makes sense. I don't know. I shouldn't have gone to bed. I should have stayed up. But gonna be honest, Rhodes, I step out of things purposefully when it's Ruby because I know she's not a fan of mine, and I don't want anything to seem.
And she lies.
Yeah, it wasn't good for me to be there. Yeah.
And then in the meeting where Pred was getting my side of the story, she kept going, "You're targeting me.
Guys, this
You're
was so
targeting
much
me,"
heat,
and
I
she
gotta
kept going,
piss.
"That's a lie. That's a lie." And every time I tried to say something, she's like, so I couldn't even tell my story.
Well, hold on. You were being interrupted and not even able to like finish.
Maxwell was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heavily
then-
dislike conversations
then-
like that. For exactly why or what you're saying.
And then the surprise jump out by Angel from behind the desk to say I was lying about her too.
So I'm still confused on that part because she said you were there, Maxwell. You know what was said, and I'm listen. I remember a lot of things, you guys, but people
You
are
weren't
blowing.
there for the meeting with me and Angel.
And then it's the same, right? In the same sentence, she's like, when you pulled me aside to the coffee pot talking about Bill, I wasn't at a coffee pot with anybody. The conversation was had, Rose, was with you on the couch, me there, Angel there, and Bill there about just go ask the question. Bill made a comment about what it looks like we're doing with the evidence, which was just his opinion, not, you know what I mean? It wasn't that big of a deal.
But if a normal person reads that case, that's the first thing they're gonna
Right.
think.
The lawyer called me because he wanted to know if I was involved in hiding evidence, and I have nothing to do with it.
And Ruby wouldn't even talk to the other lawyer.
I think the craziest part about all of this is that, like, well, yes, on a technicality, that stuff was omitted, but it wasn't done with any kind of malice.
No,
Right,
so
and it could've
qualified
been
immunity
fixed.
covers it.
It
Yeah,
literally could've
human
been
error.
fixed. That's the problem. It was.
I mean, listen,
something
I'll
so
provide you guys.
tiny.
I'll provide you guys context. What actually happened was Ruby and Oxby got on duty. Someone came to Mission Row to like file a report about what happened. They then went to that situation, and from my understanding, the overarching situation that it stemmed from, like the actual shooting,
Yeah.
was a large-scale situation with a bunch of people that had gotten arrested. So it took forever for them to get processed. And the command report existed because the people indicated where it was. So without the context of this overarching situation, they went there to collect evidence.
Yeah.
But in the report, the car in the photograph that Coop and Manx had is described, and that's why officers shot it.
Wait,
One of the officers described the car, and that's
The main
in the
report.
reports.
Yeah.
And that's why it got shot.
the report, by the way, which was literally made after the command report.
No. I'm talking about from that
I
mass
saw that.
shooting.
Yeah, no, the shooting. Correct me
Yeah,
if
the
I'm
mass
wrong.
shooting report would have been made after the
It
command
would have been made
Yeah,
after.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Listen, it's all the. It,
This is all
I
one
don't
big
think it was
misunderstanding.
intentional cover-up.
We should have
right.
won that case.
Right. It should have been fought in court. I think we would have had a good leg to stand on. But the issue is, it just kept getting spun out into some kind of way.
Into conspiracy drama.
Yes.
Well, it is.
Well,
a
we also got
conspiracy
shafted
because I
by
got set
the
up.
judge on
Yeah.
that case.
I got set up though.
Because they think we purposefully hid this shit. You know what? Even the
No.
lawyer does. That's why he
Ma-
called me pissed off.
Maxwell. What did Frodo say to you about the first time me and Ruby met?
Bill, you expect me to remember a lot of things that are
Oh,
not that big in my brain. Okay.
You're blonde. I'm sorry.
I will knock your
was
teeth through
said?
your throat. Okay. Knock
Bill,
your
Bill,
teeth
what
right
was
through your throat.
said? What was said?
I just remember he was upset that she said some fucked up shit to him. I just remember that.
Yeah.
Listen.
Talk to
Okay, yeah,
Froyo.
she tells everybody you're drunk all the time. Okay, Bill. Like, what do you want? You
I'm
came
not
in.
drunk.
You took her commander role. Okay, you can't just do that.
It was only for the non-patrol members. If you read the SOPs, but see, that's the issue. No one read the SOPs. I tried to follow them, but no one else did because they didn't take the time to read them before they got approved. And then Pred was like, "Oh, now you're I8." I didn't want. I just wanted to do court stuff.
Hmm.
It looked like you were intentionally trying to go after LSPD officers and arrest them for things.
Rhodes told me to ask her a question, so I was going to ask
No,
her a
I know
question.
that, but the Carmine thing that ended up being just some bullshit from up north, and there was one other officer thing. I think the
I
Bobby
still
thing.
don't know what the Bobby thing is.
I don't either. Pred was taking all that into account, okay, and he's trying to protect his high command, and unfortunately, it's at your expense.
Bill,
They're
don't
the
fuck
ones-
anything up in the meantime.
Well, I even went for a random drug test, and it was good because it was positive, so I passed that.
Jesus fuck.
And then, yeah.
Oh, Bill, I
drink
brought
on
you
duty.
something. I brought you something.
And let's not act like Bill didn't approach the wrong way, okay? He definitely fucked up shit, okay? Because of the way he
Well, by
approaches
telling a
things.
cop that I'm gonna record something
Okay.
probably wasn't a good
Some
idea.
over-the-counter pain meds and
drugs.
over-the-counter, Bill. Over-the-counter, okay?
See, Maxwell, I told you he told me where to get drugs.
That's not true.
Bill, do you see how you worded
You
that?
said you said
You're-
get
you're
a
literally
prescription.
trying-
Go to
right.
the go. You said.
Bill, you're
if I get a
mazing stuff up right
prescription-
now.
Okay.
Again. Literally again. It's why you're here in this dusty-ass tunnel.
I mean, the
How does
thing
that
is,
work?
he's not wrong, but Bill, it's the way you say things that get people to misunderstand what you're saying. Just
Yep.
like earlier when you said, I lied on the docket without providing the context of you didn't know what
Oh,
you were saying
He
was
didn't
false.
know. Yeah.
Like, you are making people jump to the conclusion that you did it with intent, even though that's not the
But
case.
it's taking
When you sit,
responsibility.
Bill, when you sit here
Oh my
and
God,
say, I told you Rhodes told me where I can go and get drugs, the context, if I recall correctly, now obviously this was a while ago, was, correct me if I'm wrong, it was regarding Oxy. And I
Yeah,
told
Big
you if you
Pharma.
got Oxy and it was prescribed, that we would be able to monitor, because we have a list of prescriptions that are filled, how frequently that they are being filled. And so if it was, over a certain amount and deemed problematic, we would know.
But we also talked about Big Pharma and how they're destroying it, and I should go to the little guy to get it.
Mm.
Now, when you say we discussed that,
Yeah.
you want to go on about that discussion? Because,
Yeah,
well,
you
yes, we
said
may
get a
have.
prescription, and I can get it filled from a little guy.
No, not little guy. I named pharmacies, because there are actual businesses that you are supposed to get it filled by.
Oh, I thought you meant the guy on the road.
Bill, how can you simultaneously be so pedantic
Mm-hmm.
and ignore like very basic things at times.
We need you to lock the fuck in, Bill.
Well, it doesn't matter now.
He can
Really?
kind of be
Yeah.
locked into this cave.
The ship
Yeah,
has sailed.
that's why I'm here, because it's safe.
Yeah. Well,
It is.
Can myself, Bill, and Maxwell have a moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bill, over here.
good
Yeah.
to see so many visitors though for Bill. This is great.
I know, it's
Right.
beautiful. I've never had this
Right.
many at once. And usually I'm in my underwear when people pick me up here, but
thank God you're dressed.
yeah.
What's up?
Bill,
It's because I only drink. Yeah?
Bill, listen. I know you may be fired at the moment, okay? But in saying that, it doesn't mean we can't convince Pred to take you back on. Now, full disclosure, if that were to happen, immediately offer it, there would be no IA portion of this in the slightest.
I
Okay?
didn't want that in the first place. He just yelled at me I was doing it. So I tried to make something out of it.
Let him talk.
And,
Regardless,
yeah,
Bill.
sorry.
I want you to know that my stance on this, I can't speak on behalf of others, but my stance is I would not have fired you. And I know that sentiment is shared amongst multiple people, not just myself. So I will approach Pred. And I do think it is worthy of a conversation with everyone. Dare I say a panel of high command in the LSPD.
I had that.
Well,
Mm,
I
we
wasn't. I
No,
wasn't
we
present.
didn't. There was no panel.
That's
The
what
the
Fred
panel
said it
is.
was.
Here's the thing. For example, Kukulski had a high command panel after reaching a certain amount of DAPs. We got to evaluate all the situations. We got to ask him questions in detail, and then determine what the punishment was after that. I believe, regardless of your position, that you should be entitled to that. That way you get to explain your side without being interrupted. And I've done it before, and I have no problems doing it again. If during this panel, Ruby interrupts you, I will shut that down immediately. Because if you are unable to state your side in its entirety, especially with how you decide to word things, Bill, that give people, you know, the desire to cut you off, to claim that you're doing something wrong without hearing the full context, like you did before, saying I lied on the docket. If you left it there, Bill, no one is going to ask any further questions, because that's just an admission that you lied, regardless of the context, and that's important.
Okay.
So I will have a conversation with Pred regarding that, because I definitely believe that you are deserving of it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that you are entirely innocent in all of this. The possibility does exist, but obviously I'm a third party. But I would love to hear you explain your side in front of Ruby and everyone else in high command. I think there'd be a lot of value in that.
Well, it was Maxwell, Oxby, Carmine.
Yeah, but it wasn't a real.
Pred.
It was kind of just back and forth, and then fucking Angel pops up out of the desk and calls you a liar in front of everybody, and you're confused, and I'm confused because she said I was there, and then you guys said you had a secret conversation, which I wasn't there, so a little
It was just
confused.
conversation walking out.
Yeah, and again, I think Rhodes, for the record, I'm pretty sure Angel was mixing the whole redaction stuff with the fact that we're trying to find out why the
Ruby
stuff.
stuff?
was put in
But
the command
it was
report.
redacted.
Yeah.
I told her to redact it because that's not what the court asked for.
Right, but Angel's
And-
saying
and-
you told her that you did not tell Ruby to redact it. That's what Angel's telling everybody, that
I
you did
did.
not tell Ruby to redact it.
I did 100% because
Why?
Ruby's other solution was taking it out of the command report and making a new report, which looks even worse. So if we just give it to them in the
Bill, for what
report
it's
and
worth, I
redact
think
it-
you're correct in what you did. I 100% think you're correct.
Yeah.
If the purpose was for just evidence, then the contents of the actual report is irrelevant. Like,
Exactly.
if they only wanted to know what casings and stuff were on that, like, that is...
I don't think the redactions are a big deal. I'm not sure.
No,
like,
not at
all
all.
the judge
But
had
also-
to say was unredacted. Boom.
Yeah,
done.
but
That's
also
what happened.
Ruby openly admitted that you were the one to instruct her to redact it.
Redact
Yeah.
it, which isn't a big deal.
Because that's not what the court asked for. They asked
Yeah.
for the physical evidence,
And if
No,
they
I-
wanted anything further, then it's on them to clarify.
which is when I got threatened.
Okay,
Too
we can
long, I
go.
feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah.
Hi,
Guys-
I'm gonna sleep this
You
off.
staying here?
Honestly-
Okay, you should. I fucking dropped you off like 10
Yeah.
hours ago and thought you were gonna
You-
sleep
you
this
need
off.
some food?
I
I'll
literally
take
dropped
food.
him off 10 hours ago.
You
Rose.
stocked up?
Do you need drinks or anything? Do you need bandages?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some anyways in case you trip, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Do you need anything, Bill?
No.
I
Also-
remember, anytime it gets lonely and you need someone to vent to, I'm right here. You got my number.
All right. You know, I should do. Oh, Rhodes.
What?
Rhodes. I have a big problem. I have.
Shiz?
Abdul. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my
You've had
God,
enough
you can't
pee.
do me like that. You can't do me like that, man.
Can I
What the
mention one
fuck
more
did you
thing
do to
I
her?
have.
about
I
the
have-
report, real quick? The reason that the judge ruled how she did was not because of the fucking redactions, was because we hid it in a command report with zero explanation. And everybody,
But she
once
can't-
again,
They
overlooks
removed
that.
our explanation by not having it go to fucking court.
Yeah,
They-
I know
they
that.
Also,
well,
they
I
also
know.
ruled on that wrong because
But she's
none of
looking
the
at it like we
damages-
purposefully did that. You
none
know?
of the damages
wasn't
they asked
like
for
that.
was proved. She made up her own reason to
I know.
give them money.
There was nothing. It was. Listen, I know.
Well, I
Ruby
made it
didn't
clear.
Cover
in a-
anybody.
I made it clear in a
period.
conversation, like, we need to appeal that ruling, and we have very limited time to be able to do so.
15 days, right? Isn't it like 15
I
days?
have it all written up
Oh, gosh.
Jesus fuck.
Okay.
because I wrote it up as soon as I heard about it. I'm like, even though I'm not allowed to work on court cases, I know Pret's gonna want this. I can send it to you,
Bill,
Rhodes.
I'm going to fight for you to be rehired. I want to make that very clear, okay?
Yeah.
I think Pride
Don't
will.
fuck
He
it up.
just said he's playing politics and it's going to take time, but Bill needs to not fucking get in trouble and do stupid
Don't
shit.
don't join the clowns.
I'm not doing
Don't
stupid shit.
don't get hired by my adopted son Flop, aka a cop killer.
Weren't you
That's
with him
okay.
yesterday?
Flop said that we don't take applications.
Oh.
And then
Bill, I
even-
hope you
even-
realize
even,
they're
even the federales told me to get my life together, even though I founded them.
oh.
And they call me the founder. And Oswaldo's like, get your life together, Bill. And then I told that to Flop, and Flop's like, yeah, I agree with them.
Yeah, because they want to see you succeed. Yeah. How long have you wanted to be a cop, Bill? How long?
7 years.
Okay, so why are you going to let this little fucking speed hump ruin it for you? Lock it
Because it's
in.
the DOJ all over again.
Bill,
Lock it in.
for the love of everything that
Is
is
there-
holy, I need
is-
you to stop drinking immediately.
Do you guys have parties I'm not invited
Because you know
to?
what? You're going to let us down if you continue this path. Do you understand? You're
And-
letting me and Rhodes down.
and not only that,
others.
If we do get you that high command panel and you show up shit-faced,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what your response is, Bill. No
Yep.
one's gonna want you rehired.
Nobody's going to take you
Did
seriously.
Abdul give you 30 fucking bottles of vodka?
It was like 50.
Abdul!
50!
How much vodka did he give Bill?
That's probably why the store didn't have any when you went there.
Do you have any normal drinks?
Yeah. I have bubble tea.
Okay. Do you have enough?
Yeah.
All right, Bill, get some sleep. No more
Okay.
alcohol. I will be in contact.
I won't leave my tongue. Oh, but I have $700,000 of the LSPD money in my bank account that I can't touch.
Oh, what's your shooting?
Oh. Sometimes there's hunters.
That's people don't hunt with pistols.
Oh. But
I feel like our cars got shot.
What do I do with the money?
Transfer it to me when you can. Give me a text letting me know you've done it and the amount.
Okay. Okay.
Even the transaction ID, and I'll transfer it back to the LSPD account.
Okay. Because I don't want to get caught up in that.
You won't.
And then, I have a spreadsheet that officers fill out when they go to court to get paid. I need to give control to someone. I've paid out everybody who's on that.
Hold on to that for now.
Okay.
For now.
You gotta do it like this, like. For now.
I don't know about that, Bill. I don't know.
Have the rank to have access to stuff. I don't think he couldn't actually
Goodbye,
like, boss
Bill.
me around
Yeah.
or Ruby or anything. But bye, Bill.
Bye.
Did you guys hear the shooting?
Yeah,
Bill.
I did. Sober up.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
Abdul. He probably got ate by a murder kitty. Let's go. Probably see
Have a good day.
Bye.
Hope we'll see you at some point, maybe in 8 years.
Probably not in 8 years.
Poor
He
Bill.
wanted to be a cop for 7 years. The guy only lasted a week.
Yeah. He said that he mazed it up quicker than Pred got kicked out of the marshals.
Which I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised. I was shocked when Pride got removed from marshals. I was like, I thought he'd make it at least a month. He made it like 5
Well,
days.
No, Pred was a marshal for a bit. It was like kind of close to a month.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but was it like Marshall, but like with complaints and stuff? You know, you sort of just hold the position until I don't know.
Oh, Pred, I'm pretty sure was like the first full marshal, like besides Angel.
So,
But Pred would open up a lot of cases and then just keep on opening more and more cases and never really try to close them.
This sounds like Pride.
Yeah. And then when Pred got removed, Angel told me there's too many cases, deal with them.
So, with the things that came to the light today, I just want to say that I feel like the amateur shit.
Really.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that I wish would go to the light, Nikki.
I know. You know it too. You fucking know it too. What I'm
Are we
talking
gonna-
about.
wait.
Oh, the doors were shut.
Is that why they were shooting?
Somebody did 3-on-1 that they shot a murder kitty, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye. You
Hello.
gotta break it open with your bike. Yeah, you gotta break it open. She's gotta break it open. Is it closed for you guys?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
closed.
you might just have to carry us out
Oh.
of there.
Oh, well,
Just
Go stand
we can
back.
like smash it.
They can't get out.
Oh.
We can smash it too. We just gotta hit it multiple times. Yeah, it works.
Can we do it with just flashlights?
I guess.
Oh my god! Oh, Nikki, are you okay?
I'm fine.
She's
I'm
fine.
Wait, what happened?
Is the baby okay?
I wasn't hit. Don't worry about it.
Maxwell,
you
I'm
were,
pretty sure. Listen, don't take
I
my
can help
word
you
for
guys out.
this, but I'm pretty sure Nikki isn't pregnant.
Yeah, I don't think she is.
I think
I'm pregnant.
she keeps
Carmen's gonna
saying
be real-
this.
I think Carmen's gonna be more upset than anybody.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
because he
Alright,
wanted
I'm
to be a
Wait, did you
godfather.
have that shift with Carmine yet?
I did.
Yeah, she did.
How'd it go?
It was fine. He always now refers to the baby.
I'll
not
let you guys.
baby. Hey, Opal.
Yeah. I'm gonna need someone to like grab me on the other side.
I came up here to be with the nature because I got on duty and there was like an emergency call that was going
Did you
on.
just
got shot and
I
left
did.
by
I didn't-
everyone.
It's empty. I'm
Oh,
good.
I couldn't go to it. I clocked on way late.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hop in the middle. I heard crazy shit happening, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna
I'll-
go to the woods and hug trees." So
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to, you know, get
Nikki, I
approached
will
and
say,
have to put
your
everything in a
fake
report.
Pregnancy has been a lot of fun. I will say.
Yeah,
It's all fake.
Seeing all the guys actually care and pretend to care and want to be the daddy has been great.
Nikki, are
What-
you
Are
okay?
you okay?
I'm
oh,
opening
man,
the
she's
door.
getting her fucking workout in.
Yeah.
Dang, you go, girl.
It's not open yet.
I can.
Nikki,
I
I'm gonna
can,
buy you a shake weight.
Those are so crazy.
Can we
I laugh at.
There's
I could be in a
no
room by
way.
myself and still cry laughing, shaking it. Okay, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't get the workout in. I couldn't.
I wouldn't be able to
'Cause, yes,
not
I'm
laugh.
that immature
listen?
sometimes. Okay?
I just want to say something before we leave.
Mhm.
Abdul has exorbitant amount of tea, and all he got it from sitting outside the office. We gotta do something about that.
Yeah, Abdul already knew everything that Bill was telling us because he just
gotta do
sat outside the
something
office and
about that.
eavesdropped.
Apparently, that's what he does.
He got. So I think somebody said something. I think Pred did. That if they see anybody sitting outside listening to, that was Rhodes. Yeah. So he's not been allowed to do that. So if we do see that, he's in big trouble. So,
Okay.
but he has been overhearing things like EMS say things, which is pretty spicy. So
That's
he's just
fine.
been doing it to other departments now.
Yeah, like we did it today. We know how the Hades got disbanded.
Oh yeah, Hades.
Wait, what
just-
happened?
Oh, we got tea.
Oh, we got tea.
We
What?
got tea. Should we go
wait.
back in?
Wait, are we gonna have another Habibis since Hades is split again? They just keep splitting off. Are they gonna make another? group?
Hold up. We already know where some of the split going.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. We got it all.
Oh no.
Well, Nikki,
Does that
it's
mean we're
your
gonna have
tea to spill.
Wait, are we gonna have 3 groups now that are equivalent and just? No, it's okay. I'm not around that late anyway.
My
on
neighbors are
Fridays.
coming back.
Wait, who's your neighbor?
I live in the
Vajos.
barrio,
The
the Vajos.
Vajos.
Reggie.
The
Oh, the
Vajos are back.
Okay, do you want me to give you a TLDR, or do you want Nikki and Daisy to?
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
the best. Whatever's good.
Okay, well, let's start with what we did, okay? And then what, we'll continue. Okay, so we woke up, okay, me and Daisy, we got to be told by the besties that Hades is no longer a group. They've disbanded.
Well, first Springfield told me that it was disbanded. 'Cause
Okay,
Reggie
so why don't you
Knight-
fucking start?
Well, okay, well, I'll just tell you the actual
God.
start. Hold on,
This is
damn,
good.
Nikki. Yeah, so Reggie Might called Davenport and asked Davenport to remove his Hades tags.
My coffee.
I asked Springfield why, like, what happened, and then that's when we drove around trying to figure out, and that's when we went to the besties. Now you could go.
At the bestie, Maynard Schmidt was outside by the apartments, and I asked him, "Hey, do you know that the besties, that the Hades has disbanded?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Really?" He was also surprised, and he did the radio, and I believe Lucky Torkel was on the radio because Lucky Torkel did come out, and he's like, "Yeah, he got a confirmation. Yeah, it happened." And I asked him, "Do you know how it happened?" And then he asked that over the radio, and they said it was over the girl. Reggie apparently was with a girl, and they had something, and then Reggie decided to shoot people.
Nah, over
whoa.
a girl.
Yup.
It's over a
Yup.
girl. Yup.
Wait,
Getting
it's
so
everybody
fragile,
knows
it
it's
blew
bros
up.
before hoes. What the fuck?
Exactly. It was bros before hoes kind of situation.
Listen,
So
everyone
we-
may claim. I don't claim that. I'm gonna make that very clear. I don't claim
Oh.
that.
You don't claim the bro.
I don't claim that.
That's why I'm not joining the
That's
BCSO
crazy.
either, because I don't want to dissemble them, me and Arnold. Anyway, fast
Oh.
forward, we
Mhm,
go
mhm.
down to the Vespucci Beach to see any Hades member, and there was none. And then it came to, my realization that I can just call all the women in town and ask them, "Are you the girl? Are you
So
the
we
girl?"
called every
No
woman in the
way.
lemon list.
There's
Yes.
no way.
I called.
Wait, hold up.
every
Pause.
Pause.
Opal, are you aware of Hades?
I know what Hades is, yeah.
Hades disbanded. Here's the tea.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold up. Wait. Replay.
Replay.
Daisy, say your part real quick. Make it quick, and then Nikki, you hit your part after.
Okay, Springfield told me Hades disbanded. Reggie Might called Davenport and asked him to remove the Hades tags. We went around town trying to figure out like what happened.
Okay, now continue, Nikki, but with enough context that Opal ain't
Then
missed
we
out
went
on
to the
anything.
besties. Okay, we went to the besties block, all right?
Also,
Besties
speak up a
block.
little bit.
Maynard Schmidt was there. Okay, Maynard Schmidt was outside. He also didn't knew that the Hades had split up. So I asked him, "Hey, what do you know what happened?" And then he confirmed it over the radio. He got confirmation that yeah, it did happen. Then I asked him, "Hey, how did it happen?" And then he got a confirmation that it was over a girl. So Reggie is sleeping or doing something with a girl, and then he shot people over, his girl, okay? We went to the Hades block, okay? No one was around. And I wanted to like sip tea and be like, what the fuck just happened, okay? Why did this big ass group decided to disband? Now, this is what happened, okay? I called every single girl in this town at that time. Everyone that was in the yellow page, okay?
Every woman in the lemon list.
Every woman in the lemon list was called asking, hello, darling, are you the girl? Are you sleeping with Reggie? Are you the one who disbanded the whole group? I call like maybe 10, 20 people, okay?
Wait, did you do
But
this from a
guess what?
payphone?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank
PayPal,
God.
so it
God.
doesn't come back to me. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing, okay? I ain't amateur. Anyway, so that happened. And then I was like, oh shit, man. No one's really confirming, who's done it, So I called Reggie. I called Reggie directly. I was like, fuck it. Like, we're going directly to the source. I called him. He picked up. He threatened me here and there. He's going to run me over, yada, yada, yada. And then, I was like, yeah, what happened? He wasn't answering. Then I was like, big boy, you're the guy. I just called him big boy, and in a way, And that's where it ticked off. He went haywire. He said, don't call me that. There's someone around me who's listening to us and she's very angry and yada, yada, yada. Okay? And I kept calling him big boy, and then the twat come out.
Pull up
towards
Twitter,
me.
type in
pull up Twitter.
KYO.
Type it in, girlies. Type it in. That's where I got the name. Kiyomi Knox.
Keep hitting on my man. We see you, Wagwan.
Bro,
Followed
an
by, "Fuck you,
entire
Nikki."
gang Disbanding over a girl is
Nah.
Exactly. And guess what? After that, okay, that was done. I was like, that was easy, okay? Here's a deal. Here's a real tea. When I called Kiyomi from the payphone earlier, she was giggling. She was like, she was giggling. She was like kind of shy, and and said no, she doesn't know any Hades. She's not the girl and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay. So it kind of clicked me afterwards. She knew exactly what she did.
I just put on your profile in all caps, killed Hades. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You can also
But wait, there's more.
Dad, this is Rhodes'
There's
part. This
more.
is Rhodes' part.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
Rose
not
has-
exactly my part.
Well, you gotta.
But I was
say
told that Reggie went back to his roots, and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck does that? Well, actually, before that was mentioned, they're like, guess where we saw his car? I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe Mirror Park. Did he go to Hydra? Like, he clearly didn't go to Bestie's. If Bestie's is spilling the tea, I was like, Manor.
Yeah.
No, he ain't got the accent for that. Then they said the barrio. I lived there. And I was being pressed by Cardell Jones yesterday or 2 days ago when I was trying to bring an interior decorator over to get my second floor done.
Oh
But
my gosh.
He pretty much hit me with the like, yeah, this is our turf, and I was like, where you been the past 6 months? I've been here.
Right?
Long story short, he fucks with me now. We do have a doorbell camera, which, by the way, is kind of why I'm off duty, so I can install another one, because Richard installed the first one. And we caught someone pissing on our front door with the doorbell camera. Long story
Animals.
short,
Yeah,
I'm working news. That's why we're doing news today, okay? And I've done nothing because I've had to deal with the bill stuff the whole time.
Yeah, we've done one job.
What?
I think it's been like 3 hours.
Long story short, Reggie's vehicle was parked at the barrio. Reggie's probably going back to his Vajo's roots.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to join the Vago so that they disband?
Do you have that power?
Wait.
Yeah, listen. I'm in CG. CG gone. I'm in Civ Gang. Well, I'm not in. Civ Gang. That was his whole thing.
Wow.
Gone. I was in Cyprus. Gone.
Wait,
I
we
had
have
Hades
something in
flag,
common.
Gone.
I also have a
Wow.
reoccurring theme. I've only ever had 2 CIs, and both showed up dead in a week.
Oh.
Oh my god.
So when I
That's not
dislike
good, Rex.
someone, I go, "Hey, do you want to be my CI?"
Oh, no.
Oh gosh,
Well, I think
it's
it's
bad.
a little different.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
little bit.
Maybe. Sorry.
Holy shit. Today has been a goddamn day.
Oh,
Wait, so
gosh.
what's the team with Bill? I want to know.
Ugh.
I
Why
don't
don't
know.
you go and just ask him? He's
Yeah, he
wanting
will
to
tell
tell
you.
anyone who wants to listen.
Poor Bill.
Yeah, he mazed it up really bad.
Also, he said he's a cover-up unit.
Huh?
No, that's just how
He
Bill
did say that.
speaks. Yeah, he also said he
Okay.
lied on the docket, but it was like he doesn't actually
God.
mean
He
that.
doesn't lie. That's the thing. But here's the thing, right? That the way he says it, the way he put it, if he said it to a judge or a justice, or a person,
He does the
It's
equivalent of rage baiting for no reason.
Yeah.
Not for rage,
Yeah.
but to make you assume the worst, even when it's
Yes.
not bad.
So he found out after that he posted on the docket that there was more evidence. He didn't know about the command report with fucking evidence in it because he didn't have access to the command reports, or even if he did, he didn't know how to access them because he wasn't trained on how to fucking see them yet.
And now he goes around just telling everyone he lied on the docket. But when you say that, it's implied that like you did it with intent.
Right.
But he
He
just
did it.
wasn't
Who would
aware
thought
of
putting
anything.
people into positions without training would have any kind of backfire?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True. True. Legit. Yum.
I stand by what I said. We set him up for failure with the
Yeah.
simultaneous IA but also defend us stuff. That's very problematic. That literally can't exist. But also, I question how he approached Ruby regarding the question he wanted to ask. The thing is,
Yeah.
he did have the answer, so it's not like he expected anything crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but her not wanting to answer and making a huge deal out of it does not look very good.
Yeah.
Well,
not wrong.
right. And her guard was already up because Oxby ran to her. She even mentioned in the meeting, which is funny. She's like, I saw you talk to this person, and Haley. And I'm like, why does my name always get brought up? I was going off duty and was talking to him before I went to bed. It's really not that deep. And it was just a simple question, answer, boom, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it ended up with Bill losing his job and the DOJ thinking we're purposefully hiding evidence, which is not the case, but it's, never got explained.
So
the
correct me
report
if
was
I'm
given to
wrong.
them.
Yeah, the report was eventually given to someone.
Not
but was that
originally.
entire case just dealt with on the docket and never
Yes.
Yeah.
saw a courtroom?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And I discovered that the whole thing with if the DOJ didn't pick it up, I forget what the new legislation is, but that happened in August. This case happened in September, where the DOJ can just go into summary judgment. But
Mhm.
according to Grayson, they can just do, judges can do whatever they want. It's within their purview, I guess. I don't know. Even though that wasn't even in place until September, and the case happened in August. So. The whole summary.
It
judgment.
should not have been retroactively applied. However, I'm assuming what they're going to elaborate on is they didn't apply that piece of legislation. They applied their vague power over the DOJ as a whole to be able to do that and
Yes,
not reference.
they did.
That's exactly what I'm going to assume they're
did.
going to go with.
Yeah, that's what Grayson kind of. Because you were there, right, Opal? I think for that conversation
For what conversation?
with Grayson about.
I had the conversation. with
She called. That's
Grayson.
right. She's the one who called him because we were talking once the verdict was rendered on the docket. It was like, ooh, this does not look good. I mean, it looks bad on LSPD, So
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not doesn't even matter. No, one gives a
No,
fuck
it
if it's
doesn't.
True.
no, it's how it looks, right? Like we're
Yeah.
purposefully hiding, which I know for a fact Ruby wouldn't hide evidence on a command report for some rando officers. What I
No,
mean?
but
There's no
but if
point
they
in
had
that.
their day in court to be able to fucking describe
Right.
what actually occurred, like, and the TLDR is literally her and Oxby got on duty. There had been a situation that was wrapping up that they only found out pretty much afterwards, or something to that extent, or maybe in close proximity. They received a complaint at Mission Row, went to get that evidence. They made the report before the incident went up, which means that they sorted this out or started looking into it before a large-scale situation, was processed, and got the evidence, put it in. That was that. Like, that's shitty, and I would say that that's like a 1% case. I think that's like highly unlikely to happen again. But yeah, like there is a genuine explanation as to why it was not done with any bad intent, which is how it was very clearly being painted.
Yeah.
Also, what the fuck is? Do you guys hear that motorcycle?
It's mine.
No.
No, 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 no.
I don't hear
It's
yours running.
accelerating and then stopping.
Oh, I don't hear that. No.
No, you're
Mm-mm.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're losing it.
It's probably the silent tunnel just causing stuff. I don't know.
Probably.
Oh wait, I heard it. No, I swear it's a motor. I'm not crazy. Hello? 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 Oh my god. Yeah, I'm good. I continuously heard a motorcycle accelerating and then stopping. And then accelerating and then stopping. I'm going, guys, I'm going crazy. Ignore me.
Rose, you missed a car wash yesterday we had for in memory of Marcus Wade.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, they wore cheetah print Speedos, and even EMS came in like cheetah print
We
skirts
should have
and
just
bathing
let
suits.
Marcus wear it at
I
the
know,
car wash.
I know. I feel so
Fuck.
bad. I know, it's pretty bad.
I did have a conversation with King. I don't know if we were able to. I believe I told Pred.
Mhm.
We need someone to sort out his funeral. King is not going to be able to, unfortunately.
Ruby said yesterday that Eve was doing the funeral stuff.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Wait, you said just Wade's or all of them?
I was about to say, did Jimbo ever have a funeral?
Wait, no.
No.
we're-
So King was going to organize Jimbo's, but King is dealing with stuff. And on the announcement for Marcus, it says, you know, if you'd like to help or whatever, contact King. But King is not going to be able to be the point of contact for that. That's kind of the TLDR. I spoke with King regarding it, and so I needed
When's the
someone.
last time you talked to him? Because I think we're doing the 3 funerals together again. Jimbo.
This was like
Silver
a day or
Spoon,
two ago.
Wade. Okay. Ruby said yesterday that Eve is going to be putting the funeral together. So and
Okay, perfect.
King said he was okay with all of them being together.
Oh,
Jimbo,
okay.
Wade,
All right, good,
and-
good, good.
Okay,
So that's
the
sorted out.
latest.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
It'll
just
probably be after Thanksgiving, obviously being that
yeah.
it's tomorrow.
That's
and
understandable.
So probably next week, I'm hoping.
Okay. Hey, question. What's everyone's favorite part of food-wise Thanksgiving? If you say turkey, I don't believe you unless it's
No,
deep fried
I like
turkey.
all the sides, like
I
The
have
sides-
deep fried turkey.
The sides are the best. Also,
the
ham is
mashed taters and
superior.
stuff. Oh, I do like ham. I get ham and turkey every time, so
Yeah, same.
I kind of agree. Yeah.
What's Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
It's
me or
Nikki.
Ken, I don't know what
Yeah, of
guys
course
like.
you wouldn't.
Celebrate conquering something.
We stole their land,
We
and then
did
we
steal-
celebrate it every year.
Yeah,
Um,
about that, I wouldn't.
Okay, you guys
Yeah.
aren't gonna believe
yeah,
me.
That's problem.
I was driving. I was driving to the bean machine for coffee this morning, and 4 turkeys crossed the road, and I thought to myself, y'all
Oh, free
fucking
turkey.
escaped. Y'all
That's
fucking escaped because
crazy.
tomorrow would have been your day.
Nah, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, is Pred around?
You know, he.
No.
Can I just say something? That man pops up at the most random times of the day. Last night I was finishing reports. I was 42 for a little bit, and I saw he had responded to a text because we got to talk to the mayor today, Rose. Whenever he's around, or at least with you would be great too. He calls me and he's like, "Can you come into my office? Bobby just walked in with a bunch of people. You got to see this." I walk in and there's 4 goth girls. There's Frodo. And there was one, oh, and Leo Escobar and Bobby. And Bobby's welcoming them to his office, insinuating he's the chief and he's going to make a donation to this goth foundation.
Oh.
There's no way Bobby gets goth girls and I don't.
So Frodo's the one who linked him up. It wasn't even Bobby. I found out it was Frodo. I don't know. I'm
The
like,
math
this
is
is why I don't need
mathing.
to stay up late.
There's okay. Listen, I'm gonna put a thought into y'all's mind that would otherwise be impossible. Okay, think for a moment. Any girl falling for Bobby. Can you imagine the conversations Bobby would have with his significant other? Like that's just.
Hey, I got a
Oh
big
my
cock. We're
God.
voting for Trump, honey.
Right?
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Nikki!
Oh my God.
You said imagine.
I fucking hate you.
That's so
Jesus.
funny, dude.
It's always Nikki. It's always fucking Nikki. Every time.
I thought she would have went further and said you want to watch some Andrew Tate videos before.
You know,
Oh
Bobby
my
does
God.
cross me as the type. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he do. Anywho.
He's something else. He really is.
But,
And
well,
then
listen,
Fred made him
it's
chief for the rest of the night.
it's
by the way.
primarily because Bobby will say he
What?
does stuff just to
It was like an hour.
rage bait.
I think. Yeah, it was.
Wait,
I think it was
what
just
happened?
to make him look good in front of the goth mommies. Pride told him he could be chief for the rest of the night.
Oh, am I crazy, or is there a report titled DAP, but it's just a normal fucking report referencing something that happened from Bobby?
Bobby makes DAP
Probably.
reports like that, I think. Yeah, he makes normal reports DAP. Instead of just on the thing. Yeah.
I can't check right now, but when I was on duty, I saw something and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Is it the DAP for Moss? I know he dapped her yesterday for her telling him to shut the fuck up.
He probably fucking deserved it.
Yeah, she said, I'm going to stand by it, but I know I shouldn't talk to my sergeant like
Do you
that.
know that it... Wait,
I would.
who called him a pussy? Nikki, was that you?
Nikki.
Yeah.
He was wearing a cat mask. Nikki called him a pussy, and he was trying to dap Nikki. And I said, it's not a... go and read the dap. There's a report
I
on
saw
it.
your
I
comment
had to
of
leave
the,
a
like,
comment.
This isn't a valid.
Yeah, I said, this isn't valid. You're wearing a cat mask.
I wonder if most his reports that he makes are... Oh, I see it. Bobby Charles DAP.
He hasn't made a report in 19 days.
I think he only makes DAP reports.
He only makes DAP reports. Con DAP, Reed, Dank Leaf. Wait, what is this? Oh, turned in firearm. Jimbo Sutton DAPs. He dapped Jimbo when he died, by the way.
Yep.
Ripley kicks my car. Morgan Sloan, Tori Slaughter, Frodo D DAP, Voss DAP. Yeah, most of his reports are just DAP.
You know, we're going to have to inquire about the police work he's putting in.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Is there any... When was the last incident he made? Because remember... was it TJ at the meeting who pulled a wrench? And then Bobby kept
Oh,
provoking
TJ.
him?
Yes.
And then I told him to process him? I don't even know if he ever did. I mean, I
he
assume he
didn't.
did, but...
Oh, command report. Oh, so Bobby got dapped by Jeb in his own report because he wasted Jeb's time.
Valid, honestly.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Well...
What a crazy mess.
So yeah, just a heads up. We were out here doing news stuff. We did
Okay.
end up going to Little Seoul. We were trying to get interviews with people who drive Imagios to know how they feel,
Oh,
especially when they
okay.
didn't come in the top 3, specifically Aziz Shaw.
Yeah.
Oh.
All the besties also wear the same shoes.
True. Well, not only
What?
just the besties. Benz from Hydra was wearing the same shoes.
True.
Kerm Mongugu looks like if the Crimson Chin and Rami had a baby, or a child. Look at his face the next time you fucking see him, and tell me it's not the Crimson fucking Chin and Rami.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Actually, I wonder if I can't check, but I was gonna say I wonder if his mugshot would show it. But the
It
next
might.
time you see him, and yeah, just about every bestie or bestie affiliate, excluding who was
Vidal.
it? Vidal. And even
And
then,
even Vidal's
Vidal's
was really
shoes were
similar.
like a 95% match. They were all wearing the same fucking shoes. Every fucking one of them.
Huh.
Which is actually absurd.
They all wear white Air Force Ones with a little black spot